Teaching ideas from the science of man. Health as a constant variable. Chemical imbalance and neuromuscular tensions are adapted to by unusual cellular activity called disease, or not at ease. It can be further observed that regardless of how much unusual cellular activity, unusual functions, is taking place, or how much the cells are altered by this activity, pathology, until death takes place, the balancing is going on. That is, adaptation is taking place, and the body is thus in a 100% state of perfect health for the degree of false feeling of emergency present. There is no set standard to define health, such as the heartbeats per minute, the blood pressure readings, the sensations of the body, etc. Health is a constant variable adaptation to the outer environment and the inner feeling in relation to activity and nutrition. For instance, a man sees a tiger stalking him. He feels a state of emergency, real. His ductless gland system produces hormones to mobilize energy to prepare for fight or flight. The autonomic nervous system contracts the digestive tract and stops digestion. The liver discharges a large volume of its stored glucose into the bloodstream for use as fuel. The large inner blood vessels contract, forcing more blood into the skeletal muscles, plus many, many more preparations for flight. The man runs, gets to safety, has a feeling of satisfaction. He has used up the mobilized energy. The body is in balance at all times for the state of the environment. This is using awareness for the correct purpose. The man goes his way in a desirable state of health. Another man is a clerk in a large office. He decides that he must gain approval, attention, and meaning for his existence by becoming department manager. He has a feeling of emergency, false now. His body reacts just the same as the man that had the feeling of emergency about seeing the tiger stalking him. This man does not fight or run. His body chemistry is imbalanced, and he has neuromuscular tension, is nervous, has symptoms every now and then, but makes some adaptation by extra effort on the job. Finally, he gets to be department manager. Does he now have the feeling of satisfaction as the man when he reached the safety from the tiger? No. He now has a feeling of emergency about whether he can do his job or not, and about other clerks that are trying to get his job. So he continues to build chemical imbalance and neuromuscular tension. Adaptation begins to take place. This is called being sick. Everyone says, "Isn't that terrible?" But it's really necessary for the adaptation to take place if he is to survive, is it not? This is not to say that one cannot improve his or her employment or economic condition without being sick. It is to give another basic principle for observation. Whenever I make my happiness depend on anything, I have a false feeling of emergency. Or whenever I make anything important, I have a false feeling of emergency.